right now on ABC 15 Mornings.
Breaking overnight, a person hit by a driver on a valley freeway. We are live with the latest developments and the important reminder for Arizona drivers from our Operation Safe Roads team. Families on a flight to Phoenix reunited with their loved ones after a security scare that had local law enforcement swarming the tarmac at Sky Harbor.
It literally only took about 10 to 15 minutes for the whole field to be underwater.
A race to get animals out as powerful floodwaters take over their land. The high country community expected to feel the impacts of Mother Nature for months to come.
A fresh layer of powder at the Arizona Snow Bowl this morning and more snow chances up north this weekend and a cool weekend in the valley. I've got that breakdown in that super 7-day forecast.
And it has been a busy Friday here in the valley and across the state. Nick Saletti here alongside Kaylee O'Kelly, meteorologist Iris Hermosillo, keeping a close eye on that most accurate forecast. And Megan with the roads.
Yes, it is going to be a busy ride, especially if you use the 202 because of a traffic alert.
Yeah, it's a wrong way crash. Kaylee and Nick, let's get you to the live picture of the scene, getting a check of traffic sponsored by Accident Law Group. Still seeing those right lanes blocked off as you're traveling on the 202. This is the Red Mountain Freeway near Scottsdale Road. It looks like that picture. There it is. It's coming back for us to show you the amount of response on the scene right now. We have heard from DPS asking questions about what happened. They said that this wrong way driver, a 30-year-old female, intentionally crashed into another vehicle after getting on the freeway at Sky Harbor Boulevard and then collided with that driver there here near Scottsdale Road. That driver who was hit does have serious injuries, severe injuries, according to DPS. The driver accused of causing this, minor injuries, and that investigation continues, and that means those left lanes are going to be your only option for you as you get through that area. Speeds dropping below about 10 miles per hour as you make your way through that stretch. To get through this area, McClintock or Mill could be your best options. We're also seeing issues on the 10, so I'm going to walk you through some of that coming up in just a bit. Also breaking overnight, I-17 in Northern, that is back open after a pedestrian was hit by a vehicle on the roadway. I want to send things to our own Jamie Warren for the latest developments and the important reminder from our Operation Safe Roads team, Jamie.
Yeah, because Arizona has that move over law, so it requires you to move over at least one lane of traffic. If you can't move over in time, you need to slow down. But what happened here is when the pedestrian was hit, it caused a chain reaction crash. And this all took place on the southbound lanes here of the I-17. So right as you were approaching the northern exit, you'll see the freeway now is back open. But according to DPS, someone was out of their car last night. They parked in the Gore area right as you approach the I-17 in Northern. And when someone was driving by, they hit them. DPS says they do not believe the driver who hit them was impaired, and they did stay on scene. Now, we don't know why that person was out of their car on the freeway. We also don't know their condition, but they were taken to the hospital where they're being treated. Now, just yesterday, there was a deadly crash in this exact spot, and then in January, there was another sad situation where a couple was just changing a tire on the 17 in Union Hills when they were both hit. Both are now suffering from extensive injuries as they continue to recover. So according to the Arizona Department of Transportation, their data shows that there have been 88 crashes just last year, where in those situations it was because someone was pulled over on the side of the freeway. They say in 7 of those situations, those crashes were deadly. So an important reminder this morning to move over when you do see someone pulled over. And in terms of this situation here, we'll keep you posted as we learn more. For now, reporting live in Phoenix this morning, Jamie Warren, ABC 15, Arizona.
Yeah, that message certainly bears repeating, Jamie. Thank you for that update. In the meantime, let's get to this, an update to that devastating storm that hit Arizona this week. Officials have just confirmed 3 people were killed in the flooding, including one woman in Gila County whose car got swept downstream. And in Payson, officials there finding the bodies of a couple. Their vehicle got stuck in Tonto Creek. Crews spending hours searching for them, but tell us weather conditions were really the biggest challenge in that search and rescue operation.
And in Camp Verde, the cleanup continues right now. ABC 15 stopping by the Sunnyside farm, hit really hard by all of this. Their land and home ruined in the flooding, their basement full of water, and it was full of heirlooms as well. They did lose nearly all of their chickens, and while trying to save the pigs, one person had to be rescued.
And all of a sudden the water really came up. And so I'm on top of the pig house, and I'm just standing on, and I'm filming with my phone.
Got a call for help.
After they rescued me and dropped me off, they got a rope and went over and rescued the pigs. What saved me from hypothermia is everywhere from about here up was still dry.
My goodness, I mean, you just see the human side of all of this. And because of so much damage, Sunnyside Farm isn't quite sure if they'll be able to get back up and going with business. We have attached a link on how you can help. It's up on our website. That's abc15.com. We do want to check in with our meteorologist, Iris Hermosillo, with a check of your most accurate forecast as we head into a weekend.
You know, I continue to keep a close eye on Desert Doppler radar because we still have rain on the map in parts of the valley. It's the North Valley. If you look closely, it's areas by Cave Creek and Carefree, up by Deer Valley as well. This after some overnight rain, mainly north of the I-10, but some overnight rain showers moving through parts of the valley early this morning. So if you walk outside and maybe there's a random puddle, that's probably why in that northern pocket of the Phoenix area. But those showers, they're continuing to wind down, and the clouds are going to quickly clear out behind these showers. So while we've got a slight chance of rain through that 7 o'clock hour, after that I clear out those rain chances and we're drying out the rest of the day. But it's going to stay cool and it's going to get breezy. Those temperatures will climb into the low 60s by noon, but then we only go as high as 68 today. A cooler day today. Tomorrow we could inch up to 70 degrees and then back into the upper 60s by Sunday. So you can tell it's going to be unseasonably cool all weekend. We've got a warm up though, and then another chance for rain. I'm going to break down that Super 7 day in just minutes.
Okay, just kind of rinse and repeat at this point. Iris, thank you for that update. 6:36 on this Friday. Flights are getting back to normal at Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport after a security incident late last night. There were reports of a possible bomb threat, but now the FBI says it was not a threat to the plane, passengers, or the crew, but did not go into specific details for what that security incident may have been. We know one of the runways was shut down there at Sky Harbor, and teams were swarming it to investigate. All of this, the passengers on board the British Airways flight from London had to be checked. We are working to confirm what exactly the security incident may have been, and of course, we'll keep you updated when we get more information.
Developing right now in our nation's capital, TikTok, as you know, is facing a potential ban right here in the U.S. because of major security concerns, and lawmakers have concerns about the Chinese ownership.
ABC 15's Amelia Fabiano looking into this potential ban. And Amelia, you're hearing from one local business on the impacts this could have on revenue.
Yeah, they tell me this would definitely hurt them because they do make a lot of money and get a lot of attention from videos like these that they post to the platform, but they get it. There are concerns, and that's why the CEO of TikTok was grilled with questions on Capitol Hill for about 5 hours yesterday as lawmakers tried to get some answers on whether the app is able to protect U.S. users' data and how it would stop potential efforts by the Chinese government to potentially weaponize the platform.
TikTok collects nearly every data point imaginable, and the Chinese Communist Party is able to use this as a tool to manipulate America as a whole.
I have seen no evidence that the Chinese government has access to that data. They have never asked us. We have not provided.
The issue of a possible ban on TikTok is particularly important to influencers and, of course, businesses that use it daily. So our team stopped by RugWorks in Mesa, which posts videos of rugs getting cleaned with a pressure washer and then dried with a centrifuge. It's very mesmerizing to watch, I have to admit. They actually have more than 800,000 TikTok followers, 14 million plus likes. They say they posted just one video in the summer of 2020 and instantly that weekend got about 25,000 followers from it. It's caused them to blow up all across social media on all platforms and make actually a couple $1,000s a month from these videos. The owner tells us probably about 20% of their walk-in business is from TikTok alone. He says, though, if TikTok's doing something that's not good for the well-being of children, he can't condone it for that.
All social media can be beneficial and it can be dangerous in different instances. As far as TikTok, they're pretty regulated. I've had some lives where we might have said comments and I might have had children that were under the age that they want to have them on, and we've been shut down. The lives have been ended and they have been notified of those things. And so they are regulating to some extent. But to what extent are they doing it and what are they using that information for? I don't know that. I don't know those answers.
So it's not clear if yesterday's hearing will result in any sort of action. And we know the Biden administration has already asked TikTok's Chinese parent company to hand over U.S. operations or otherwise get banned in our country. Another thing that came out of yesterday's hearing is the TikTok CEO saying he personally has not seen any evidence of the Chinese government having access to American users' data. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and Amelia, just on their TikTok page now, he gets a lot of hits on those rug cleaning videos. They are pretty mesmerizing. But depending on which way this thing goes, he's smart to diversify and put them on other social media platforms just in case. Amelia Fabiano live in our newsroom with this story.
Well, doctors say blood clotting can happen to anyone and at any age. We're sharing the warning signs to watch out for and why this could mean a trip to the ER.
And we are taking a live look at the windsock here at the ABC 15 studios, moving just slightly, but that's going to pick up and start moving even more later on as the winds pick up too. And we say goodbye to these clouds that you're seeing from this live view. I'm going to break down that Super 7-day forecast for you in just moments.
Here's a live view right now of the I-10, the eastbound direction of the roadway near 91st Avenue. Still very congested, as you can see from those traffic flows. After at least 3 different crashes and 1 breakdown caused some big climbs to those desert drive times. A look at that coming up.